Pleasant greetings, everyone. Before we get started with today's episode of Card Sharks, I'd like to give a big shout out to Mr. Bill McD for another great opening poem. And if you'd like to leave an opening poem for the show, make sure you leave it in the comment section below. You just might hear it on our next episode of Card Sharks. But until then, on with today's game. Brandon Scruggs is no Pat Bullion, and for that we give thanks. But Brandon, as the host du jour, is up there in the ranks on Card Sharks. This is the game where a single turn of the cards can win you over $32,000 in cash. And now, to get us started, here's your host of Card Sharks, Brandon Scruggs. And welcome into another edition of Card Sharks right here at MVG Productions. Glad you could join us here once again on our last episode. The 24/7 rule with our championship here on the show keeps changing hands faster than most people change their underwear, which hopefully is more than once a day. Because we got a new champion once again, and he's back with us so far with $2,000 on this run as champion. Please welcome back Mr. Brandon Hinkle.
Hello there, everybody. How y'all doing?
Glad to have you back here with us from Knoxville, Tennessee. Picked up $2,000 last time here on the Card Sharks, but unfortunately ran into an unfortunate drawback with a 2 on the money cards, which kept him from winning any more from his upfront game winning, sir. You ready to go again? See if you can add some more to it?
Ep13!
All right, well, good luck to you. And you're taking on your first opponent on this episode of Card Sharks. Please welcome back Mr. Kevin Henry.
Brandon.
Yes, glad to have you back, sir. Remind the folks again of where you're from and what you do and all that.
I am a 15-year veteran truck driver from outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm also a YouTuber and an ordained minister with the Universal Life Church.
Fantastic. Glad to have you back here with us. And for the folks at home who are keeping track and keeping record, we're having a little preview of sort of what a potential final round of our tournament looks like, as we have our top 2 seeds currently sitting on our leaderboard here, get ready to do battle on this episode of Card Sharks. So it should be a good matchup here. So come out fighting, players. Best of luck to both of you. Let's get right into our game. You know, we play best 2 out of 3. Winner goes on to the money cards for a shot at $32,000 in cash. And as always, we get things started here with our opening round survey questions. And in the first round, our champion gets the honor of answering first. So, Brandon, we come to you on this one. We asked 100 men in their 20s, are older women really better? How many of those 100 men in their 20s said, yes, older women are really better?
To be honest with you on that one, Mr. Scruggs, I only have a girlfriend that is just a year older than me, but we're the same age no matter what happens. So I think men kind of go for older women, I believe. So I believe that's sort of a high number. I'm going to say 58.
58 out of 100 of them said that older women are really better. Kevin, higher or lower than 58?
I've dated more older women than I have younger women. My first marriage, she was younger. My second marriage, she was older. And the oldest I've ever dated is, I think, 7 years older than me. And I personally like them, but I don't think in their 20s they really think about it all that much. They probably go for the hot younger babes. So let's go lower.
I'm going to say lower than that. All right, well, if the answer is lower, Kevin, you'll be playing your cards first. If not, Brandon will be playing his. The actual number of 100 men in their 20s who say that older women are really better is 53. It is just a little lower. Well done, Kevin. For you, you've got control of the cards first in this game of Card Sharks. So we start you off with your base card of a 6.
I would like to change that, please.
All right, you won the question. You have the right to change that card. That 6 now becomes a 3.
I like that a little better. Let's not pull a Hinkle. Let's go higher.
Going on higher than the 3. Oh, no, he pulled a Hinkle. He drawed a 2. Oh, no.
I think we started a new trend here.
Apparently so. Unfortunately, you lose that card there, giving Brandon a free chance to play his base card, a 2.
Get out of here.
Great card. Let's go up. Pick it up.
So higher?
That's higher.
All right, higher than the 2. It's a 5.
Going up again. Higher.
Going higher than the 5. Oh no, another 5. Pairs do not play well in this game here, sir. Fortunately, so both players lose back to their great base cards here. We go on with another survey question. This one goes to Kevin. Kevin, we asked 100 people, have you ever told someone the check's in the mail when it really wasn't? How many of 100 people said they have told someone the check's in the mail when it really wasn't?
Who says that these days? Everything's all electronic now, direct deposit, whatever else. I would venture to say that's not going to be a very high number. How many have ever actually said that is the question, right?
Yes.
Okay, so backtrack a little bit. Us adults, there was a time when not everything was electronic. So I was gonna go with a low number, but now that I think about it a little more, it might be a little higher. I will say 45.
45 out of 100 of them have said the check's in the mail when it really wasn't. Brandon, higher or lower than 45?
I just came back from that time machine, and I think it's way lower.
You're going to say lower than that. Well, let's see. The actual number of people who said the check's in the mail when it actually wasn't is 36. It is lower.
Why?
All right, about 1 out of every 3 people have done that. Brandon, you've got control. You've got that 2. What do you want to do?
Higher, higher.
Going on higher than the 2. It's a king.
Take it down, lower.
Going lower than the king. Oh no, another pair. Second pair in a row. Again, if you were playing poker, it'd be a great hand for you, but unfortunately, Card Sharks, again, pairs do not work well. Kevin, a free shot with your 3.
Oh, 1 deuce is out of the way. Let's not see a second one. Let's go higher.
Higher than the 3. It's a king.
Don't you dare. Lower.
Lower than the king. It's a 10.
Lower.
Going on, lower than the 10. It's a 4.
Higher.
For game 1 of the match and a $1,000 bonus for sweeping the board. Higher than a 4. It's a queen. He's got it.
That's how you do it.
Nicely done, sir. $500 for winning the round plus $1,000 for sweeping the board in one go. So that gives you $1,500, but more importantly, you're up 1 game to nothing over our champion. So let's go ahead and clear off the cards here and go on to our next round here. Doing the next cards off the top of the deck. And we start round 2, of course, with a question to our challenger on this one. So, Kevin, you get the first one on this round. We asked 100 bachelors, do you like kissing a woman who wears flavored lipstick? How many of 100 bachelors said they do enjoy kissing a woman who wears flavored lipstick?
I'll say 40. I don't know.
40 out of 100 of them say enjoy kissing a woman who wears flavored lipstick. Brandon, higher or lower than 40?
I hope that's higher.
You're hoping for more than that. We shall see. The actual number of bachelors who said they enjoy kissing a woman who wears flavored lipstick is 64. It is higher. Well
I
done.
don't feel that bad because I don't know.
Oh, well done, Brandon, for you. You get control of the cards, and we start you off with this round. An ace.
Oh, great card. Lower.
Lower than the ace. It's a 4.
Higher.
Going on, higher than the 4. It's a 5.
You down card. Don't that pick on me again. Higher.
Going on, higher than the 5. It's a queen.
Lower.
For
Lower.
game 2, we're on to tie up the match. Lower than the queen. Oh no, it's a king. You lose all the cards. All of them go all the way back to the base card, giving Kevin a free chance to play off his card. Also an ace.
Let's try lower, shall we?
Lower than the ace. It's a 7.
Higher.
Going on. Higher than the 7. It's a 9.
I'm not that stupid. I'll freeze.
Gonna freeze right there, taking the 3-1 advantage over Brandon on this one. As we move on into question number 2 now, this one is for our champion, Brandon. Brandon, we asked 100 child psychologists, can the name a baby is given at birth change his or her personality? How many of 100 child psychiatrists believe that the name a baby's given at birth can change his or her personality?
I don't think that's a high number. I'm going to say around about 28.
28 out of 100 believe that a name can change a child's personality. Kevin, higher or lower than 28?
Some really interesting theories, so I would venture to say this is one of them. I'll say higher.
You say a little bit higher than that.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I'm curious to see what the answer on this one is myself. The actual number of child psychiatrists that believe a name that a child's given at birth can change his or her personality is 43. It's a little higher.
A little, just as the doctor ordered.
Yeah, nearly half of them almost. That's kind of fascinating there. Kevin, you've got control. You've got that 9. How you want to play it?
Would you be a lamb and change that 9?
I most certainly will. You won the question. You have the right to do so. That 9 now becomes another 9. It changed from black to red. Just
hey, red to black, red to black, red to black. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Let's try... I'll try lower.
All right, we'll go with the odds. Lower than the 9. It's an 8 up the middle.
Freeze again.
Freezing again. No shame in that there. Needing just one more card to win the game and the match. And we go on to question number 3 now in this round. This one goes back to Kevin. Kevin, we asked 100 senior citizen women, if a woman falls out of love with her husband, but they continue to stay good friends, should they stay married? How many of 100 senior citizen women believe that if a woman does fall out of love with her husband and they continue to stay good friends, they should stay married?
That should be a high number. I mean, they've spent all that time together, and I don't know if they really have the 21st century attitude of YOLO as perhaps we do. That's got to be a high number, but I'm sure there are a few rebels, so I'll say 68.
68 out of 100 of them believe that if you fall out of love, they should stay married if they're good friends. Brandon, higher or lower than 68?
I think that's a midget lower.
Smidget lower, she says. All right, well, let's see. The actual number of senior citizen women who believe that if a woman falls out of love with her husband but remains good friends, they should stay married is 67. Is literally just 1 point lower.
Gotta say that too. Got it.
Kevin just a point off of getting a $1,000 bonus for getting the answer right on. Brandon, you got a chance to play your ace.
Lower.
Going lower than the ace. It's a 7.
Freeze that sucker.
All right, going to freeze the 7 there, which means we are now at our 4th and final question of this round. Someone must win on this play of the cards, and the question goes to our champion, Brandon. Brandon, we asked 100 millionaires, if you could double your wealth by doing so, would you sell your soul to the devil? How many of 100 millionaires say they would sell their soul to the devil to double the wealth they have right now?
Half. 50.
Half, right up the middle, 50. Kevin, higher or lower than 50?
Lower, lower, and lower.
And lower than that. Well, let's see. For all important control of the cards in this one, the actual number of millionaires who would sell their soul to the devil just to double their dollars with no spin is 3. It's a lot lower.
That was a good one.
I know. Occasionally I come up with a couple good ones on the fly.
That was very good.
All right, Kevin, you've got a tough choice here, sir. You can play your 8 or change it. Play your cards. You only need 1 more to win the game and the match. Or you can force Brandon to play his 7. He needs 3 cards to tie it up. Option's yours, sir. You want to play it or pass?
I'll take matters into my own hands. Play it, change it.
Okay, you're going to play the cards yourself and change that 8. Hopefully it's a good change. That 8 now becomes a king.
Oh, gee. Let's take a moment for Brandon. Okay, done. Let's go lower.
For the game and the match, become the new champion. Lower than a king. It's a 10. We got a new champion.
Let's
go. We're done. Congratulations, Kevin. $2,000. We're going to play the money cards in just a minute. Brandon, we got to say goodbye to you once again, sir, but you picked up $2,000 on this run of champion. Thanks for playing. We'll have you back in a future episode, okay?
I'll be back, guys. I'll be back.
All right, stick around, folks. We're going to take a commercial break and see Kevin on the money cards right after this. Welcome back to Card Sharks. Kevin Henry, our new champion, once again with $2,000 to his credit so far. And now he's going to see if he can add another $32,000 to it here on the money cards. Kevin, you know how this works. Start you off at the bottom row, of course, with $200 and 3 bet cards. Work your way across, betting at least minimum bets of $50 and then $50 increments. So you get to that second row where we add an additional $400 to your winnings and 3 more cards. Once you get to the top card, is the big bet card. It you'll have to wager at least half your winnings there. And remember, you can change any card, one card on every row, with one of the 3 extra cards we'll out on the side of the board. Should you manage to do a perfect double, double, double all the way to the top of the board, you're going to win $32,000 in cash. All right?
I'd love to do it.
I know we've come very close this season. I want to actually give it away to somebody, so I will hopefully it's you. Best of luck to you. Let's go ahead and deal out those cards. And here comes your $200 for you right about there. And let's start with your opening base card for the money cards. It's a 9.
We'll change it with number 3, please.
All right, changing with card number 3. That 9 now becomes a deuce.
Is that all?
That's all. That's all I can give you.
All of it higher then.
All right. Can't lose on a duplicate here in the money cards. $200. Higher than the 2. That's a 10. Up to 400 now.
I'm feeling lucky. All of it lower.
Going to gamble. Good luck to you. $400. Lower than the 10. It's a 5. Up to 800 now.
All of it higher.
Going for it. I like your style. All of it higher than a 5. Oh no! It's a 4.
It's all right.
You lose the $800 there, but it's the end of that first row, so we're going to go ahead and move that 4 up to the second row. We'll give you that $400. You're still in the game, and you got a 4.
I'll go. Let's do 350 higher.
All right, about 350. Just don't let the next monster take it. Higher than a 4. It's an 8 up the middle, 750 now, and an ugly 8.
Number 2, please.
All right, changing with card number 2. That 8 now becomes a 3.
I like it. Let's go. What the hell? All of it higher.
All right, nothing at all, or $1,500. Higher than a 3. It's a 5. Doubled up $1,500 and a 5 now.
Jiminy Christmas. 1,000 higher.
All right, $1,000, babies, higher than the 5. Oh no, 3 there. That 3 has
all
been
of it
a
higher.
torture for
all
you.
Of it higher.
All right, got to move the 3 up. Did you want to change it?
Nope, all of it higher.
All right, for nothing at all, or $1,000, babies. No deuces, please. Higher than a 3. It's a 10. He's got it.
Go.
There we go. Another $1,000 there for you, Kevin. Brings you up to $3,000 in cash now. And you are new champion. And you're going to be taking on another opponent when we come back after this short commercial timeout. More Card Sharks on the way. Stay with us. Welcome back to Card Sharks here. Kevin, our new champion now with $3,000 in cash, and he's ready to take on his next opponent. So let's meet him now. Coming to us by way of Durham, North Carolina, we have Sean. Sean, welcome back.
Thank you for having me back. I'm glad to be here.
Glad you join us again. Remind the good folks at home a little bit about yourself, sir.
Well, I'm a singer-songwriter from North Carolina. I'm a little bit of a space Trekkie, and my birthday is next month.
Oh, fantastic. Well, happy early birthday to you. Hopefully we can give you some early birthday cash here on the show to spend. Good luck to you both. Let's get right into it in our first game here with our opening round question for Kevin on this one. Kevin, we asked 100 men who live in Mexico City, if a young man got an 18-year-old daughter pregnant, would you force him to marry her? How many of 100 men who living in Mexico City said if they got their 18-year-old daughter pregnant, they would force the man to marry her?
You know, I'm one of those types that if I know something about a subject, I'm going to tell you. But by the same token, if there's something I don't know a thing about, I'm going to tell you that too. I don't know. So with that said, I don't know what their customs are as opposed to Americans. I know that, I don't know. I would imagine that there are religious values and stuff like that in Mexico City. So I would say it might teeter on the higher side. I'll say 55.
All right, 55 out of 100 said that they would force him to marry them. Sean, higher or lower than 55?
Probably just a little bit lower.
I'm going to say a little lower than that. All
a
right.
little bit.
We'll see. The actual number of men who living in Mexico City said if their 18-year-old daughter got pregnant and they found out who the guy was, they would force him to marry her is 12. It is way lower.
Oh, wow.
Sounds like we need to call the Maury show.
For real?
Possibly on this one. All right, Sean, you've got control of the cards to start you off with your base card for this game. A 5.
Fine. Let's go higher.
Going on. Higher than a 5. It's an ace.
Lower, please.
Going on. Lower than the ace. It's a 4.
Higher.
Going on. Higher than the 4. It's a queen.
I've seen what happened before. Freeze.
Not going for the bonus at the end there. The $1,000 off the queen. Going to freeze right there. All right, needing one
See
more.
what happens.
Well, you never know. We've got one card to go to win the first game of the match. And this question comes to you, sir. We asked 100 people who have a pig as a pet on this one. We asked 100 people who own a pig as a pet. If a local butcher offered you $5,000 cash for your pig, would you sell it? How many of 100 pig owners said they would sell their prized pork for $5,000?
The only thing that comes to my mind is how bad did they need the money? Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing that comes to my mind with that one. I would say around the middle. I'd say 48.
48 out of 100 of them said they would sell their pig for $5,000. Kevin, higher or lower than 48?
Roll tonight, man. Prize pork. That's great. How many would sell for $5,000?
Mm-hmm.
See, if it was 100 women, I know it would be a lower number, but I'm going to say higher.
You're going to say even higher than that?
Yeah.
Let's see. The actual number of pig owners who would sell their prized pig for $5,000 is 67. It is higher.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Like I said, only thing I can think of is how bad did they need the money for it?
Well, that's the whole purpose of all these questions. Kind of your guess of judging human nature here. And Kevin judged better in this case, and he gets to play his cards, and is starting off with a 9.
Be a lamb and change it, please.
All right, that 9 now becomes a 7.
Okay, I can work with that. Let's go higher.
Going on, higher than a 7. Oh no, it's a 2. You lose that card there. Sean, a free chance to win the game here with a queen.
Lower, please.
For game 1 of the match, lower than the queen. It's a 9. He's got it.
Award for nothing.
I saw what happened before.
Yeah, but you missed out on $1,000 had you just went for it. But fortunately, there you still won the game though, so you got $500 in your pocket there. So you're up 1-0. So let's go ahead and clear off the cards. Go to the next cards off the top of the deck. We start round 2 here with a question to Sean, our challenger. He starts off round 2. Sean, we asked 113-year-old girls, does it seem like it's taking forever for you to grow up? How many of 113-year-old girls says it does seem like it takes forever to grow up?
13-year-old girls, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So how long they feel like it takes forever to grow up? 39.
39 out of 100 of them said it is taking forever for them to grow up. Kevin, higher or lower than 39?
13 years old, come on. It's about boyfriends and wanting to get married and wanting to move out of mom and dad's house. That's got to be higher.
I mean, higher than that. Well,
Got to be.
Well, we shall see. The actual number of 13-year-old girls that says it does seem like it's taking forever for them to grow up is 91. It is way higher on this one.
Yeah, they want to grow up now.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
They still got a lot to learn in life, too, long before they're ready to move on. But
remember, they know it all.
True, to
know
some
they
extent. All right, Kevin, you got a free chance to play. You're going to start off this round with a jack.
That's a little better. Let's go lower this time.
All right, lower than the jack. It's an 8 up the middle.
Sean's got me on the ropes. I got to be aggressive. Let's go lower.
Going on, lower than the 8. It's a 6.
Freeze.
Gonna freeze there, okay. Taking a 3-card advantage over Sean on this one. Only needing 2 more cards. We go on to question number 2 now. This one is for you, Kevin. Kevin, we asked 100 men who are all over 80 years of age. We asked them, have you ever necked in the rumble seat of your old car? How many of those 100 men over 80 said yes, they have necked in the rumble seat of their car?
55.
55 out of 100 of them said they have. All right. Sean, higher or lower than 55?
Lower.
Let's say lower than that. All right, we'll see. The actual number of men who have made out in the rumble seat of their car is 42. It is just a little lower.
Okay.
All right, Sean, you've got control, and you've got to start off this round with a queen.
Lower.
Going on, lower than the queen. It's a 7.
Freeze.
Gonna freeze right there. All right, take behind now 3-2. So we go on to question number 3 of this round. Sean, this one is for you. Sean, we've asked 100 psychiatrists on this one. Is the average American less mentally stable than he was 50 years ago? How many of 100 psychiatrists said they do believe the average American is less mentally stable now than they were 50 years ago?
Given how times have changed, I'd imagine so. 72.
72 out of 100 of them say the average American is less mentally stable than he was 50 years ago. Kevin, higher or lower than 72?
I agree with Sean, but I got to play the odds game here and go lower.
All right, going lower than that. It's like with all the bombardment of like information, I feel like, and the advancement of technology, I really feel like we are all less mentally stable. Plus, the closing of a lot of like health and mental institutions across the country, we are seriously lacking that we need right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see the answer on this one. All right, but the actual number of psychiatrists who believe the average American is less mentally stable than they were 50 years ago is 47. It is lower.
I'm surprised to see that.
I'm surprised it's less than half, honestly. So I thought it would be a high number.
I thought it'd be at least 3/4.
Yeah. All right, Kevin, you got control. You've got that 6. How you want to play it?
All right, my friend. Be so kind again. I'm making you work today. Let's change it again.
All right, that's fine. We got a big. It's my job. It's what I got to do. So we're changing that 6, and that 6 now becomes a 4.
That's a little better. Let's go higher.
Going on, higher than the 4. It's a jack.
Lower. Come on.
Come on, to tie up the match. Lower than a jack. It's a 4. He's got it.
Let's go.
Nicely done, sir. You've all tied up now 1 game apiece here, which means we are going to sudden death here. 3 cards, only 1 question to decide who becomes our champion, goes on to the money cards here. And as always in our tiebreaker, our sudden death question goes to our champion, Kevin. So Kevin, for sudden death, we have this. We asked 100 third graders, have you ever eaten a dog biscuit? How many of 100 third graders have eaten a dog biscuit? Now, if you can't do the math in your head, these are 8-year-olds.
50.
Right up the middle, he says. 50 of them have eaten a dog biscuit. Higher or lower than 50, Sean?
I'll say lower.
You're going to say lower than that. All right, for all important control of the cards here, the actual number of third graders who have eaten a dog biscuit before is 12. It is lower. All right, Sean, here you have control of the cards. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you each of the base cards here, and then it is up to you to decide if you want to play your card or pass it. Now, remember, if you decide to play, you can change your card since you won the question. We'll start by showing you Kevin's base card first. Kevin's base card is a 7. Your base card, Sean, is a jack. What would you like to do? Would you like to play it or pass it?
You know what? I'll put it in my hands. I'll try it.
Okay, do you want to change? Okay, you're going to play, so that's fine. Do you want to change the jack?
No.
All right, you're going to play the jack. That's fine. Call both cards correct. You become the new champion. Miss 1, and Kevin remains as champion. Call the jack.
Okay. Lower.
Going on, lower than the jack. It's a 3.
Higher, please.
for the game of the match to become the new champion. Higher than a 3. Oh no, it's a 2, and Kevin stays the champion.
I don't believe it!
Oh, the dreaded 3-2 combination coming out again, Sean. Unfortunately, cost you something there, but you're not leaving here empty-handed, sir. $500 in cash for you. So thanks for playing. And Kevin has managed to do it again, folks. $4,000 in his bank. He's going after the money cards once again, right after this. Welcome back to Card Sharks here. Kevin has managed to pick up his second victory here in a very good match for Sean there. He's up to $4,000 in cash now, and now he's going to get another chance to play for $32,000. Sir, Kevin, are you ready?
Let's do it. I don't know how the hell I'm here, but let's do it.
Hey, again, weird things tend to happen on this show more often than not. So we're going to see how well it works out here for you. Good luck to you. We start you off in this round of the money cards with a 4.
Let's have some fun if we can. All of it higher.
All right, he's going to try this again. Good luck. $200. Higher than a 4. It's a 6. All right, up to $400 now.
All right, change it with number 3, please.
All right, important change here. Change with card number 3. That 6 now becomes a 5. A little better.
Well, the last time I did this, I got a 4. All of it higher. Let's try it again.
Trying again. $400. Higher than a 5. Oh, no, it's a 3.
Well, at least it wasn't a 4.
Yeah, this is true, and you got a slightly better card, so we'll go ahead and just take that 3 up to the next row. We'll go ahead and give you that other $400, and you've got a 3, sir. How you want to play it?
I'm going to go higher, and I need about 350.
Dang it, Loch Ness Boss, you ain't getting my 350, unless this card is higher than a 3. It's a jack. All right, back up to 750 and a jack.
500 lower.
All right, $500. Big bet on the jack. Lower than that. Oh, no! Queen. Lost 500 there. 250, sir, but a better card.
Yeah, not much better. All of it lower.
Going on. Everything he's got. Lower than the queen. It's an 8 up the middle. $500. As we move the 8 up to the big bet card, do you want to keep it?
No.
Didn't think so.
Let's go with number 2, please.
All right, important change here. Your big bet card is now a 5. Must bet at least 250 on it.
Those 5s have not been kind to me. Let's $1,000, babies. Let's do it. All of it higher.
All right, for nothing at all, or another $1,000 higher than a 5. It's a 7. He's got it again. Well done. All right, well done, sir. That's another $1,000 in your bank. Added to what you've won this round, you're now up to an even $5,000. Well done.
I'll take it.
Can't be mad at that at all. Kevin's got $5,000, and he's picked up his second victory here, so we'll see him back here next time as our champion. But we are all out of time for this episode of Card Sharks. We thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you like the series and want to see more of it, check out our playlist here from our first season of Card Sharks, and check out the episodes in case you've missed any from this season. And if you want to subscribe to see the other great shows we've done, past, present, or future, click that subscribe button down below and ring the bell. That way you never miss out on all the fun and games going down here at MVG Productions. And until the cards are shuffled and dealt out once again, I'm your host, Braden Scruggs, saying thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time right here for another new episode of Card Sharks. Take care. Bye for now, folks. This is your announcer, Michael Gentry, speaking for Card Sharks, an MVG Productions presentation.